Today's first event was Group 1 race number 1, dominated by Gregory Monty Farnham, who started at the back of the field and charged his way up into second place. Next, let's take a look on board with Monty.
It was a very good day. We started in 1B and quickly went up to 2A, where the car was more competitive in that I had to drive flat out. So I really enjoyed my day today. Sponsors should be happy they had a good day. I made a couple of mistakes, but I was able to correct them. So all in all, the car was good.
Behind the chasing Farnham, an unfortunate roll by Ryan Wood caught everyone by surprise. Here we have another view of the same incident. Here's another view looking from the top of the straight. Luckily, the driver escaped unscathed and the response team quickly took care of the situation. Due to this accident, race number 1 came to an abrupt end, and race number 2 was being lined up for action. Here we see Ryan Francis in the lead, followed by Quincy Jones and Doc Russell. Then, Quincy puts an amazing pass on Ryan Francis in the top corner. Quincy continued to dominate this race and stayed in front of the chasing pair of St. Hill, Francis, Russell, and Nags. Here we witness the continuing rivalry between the two Hondas of Peter Blade Small and Tyrone Martindale. Blade leads from the pole position with Martindale in hot pursuit. Here we have slides and glides and non-stop action between Thompson and Snapper. A Snapper fights to keep his car in control. Let's take another look at this from on board with Kenrick's Snapper husband. Let's take a look from the rear cam of Stuart Williams, viewing the impressive Nissan Skyline of Steve King and the Audi of the veteran Douglas Maloney. Here we join Stuart Williams on board his record-breaking run, setting a new track record and the two-wheel drive record of 40.866. Following further back in the field, we join Wendell Holmes with our onboard camera. Douglas Maloney skyrockets past Stuart Williams like a pop kite. Due to this mix-up at the start of the race, Andre Wave created a new exit at the Bushy Park circuit. Stuart Williams passes Douglas Maloney due to Doug's malfunctioning paddle shift, much to the crowd's delight. These two kept the crowd entertained throughout the entire event. This last race was the handicap race of the day. Although the rains came, the fans were still treated to an exciting race, mainly by the brothers Mark and Kurt Thompson, and the clash of the titans, Stuart Williams and Douglas Maloney. Douglas Maloney on the left, veteran since 1967, although on dry tires kept perfect control of his four-wheel drive beast as he charged through his competition, while Stuart Williams on the right started racing at the early age of 9 and now holds a new track record, was in hot pursuit. Let's enjoy the side-by-side action from these two giants. Kurt Thompson, followed by his little brother, took a 1-2 victory, further exciting the crowd. Join us now with some one-on-one with your favorite drivers. Good afternoon, folks. We have here with us Stuart Williams. How was the day runs for you so far?
Well, the crowd the number of competitors today is a little bit small, but I had a pretty uneventful first race, but we got a new track record, which we're very happy with. You know, the guys have done a lot of work. Dennis Heath, Mark Hinkson, Peter Hinkson really have done a lot of work over the off season to get the car prepared well, and you know, all new wiring and so on. So we're very happy with how it's turned out, and glad that we could come out at the start, and the car is very, very quick, very competitive.
Well, thank you very much, and I hope the rest of the day is fruitful for you.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, Doug. Give us some feedback on how the things been going for you today.
Well, go back maybe to Saturday. Had some difficulty in qualifying clutch, so we had to change that on Sunday. And then this morning we went out, but in short order we broke our right front axle. We came back in and figured out was it, but maybe we should have checked a little further, because I think we had broken a left back axle at the same time. So I had to kind of paddle through the first race, and then came in and we realized we had the back axle, and fortunately it was that and not the clutch. So we were able then to go in the second race and do fairly well. And then that race there you saw with Stuart and myself was fairly exciting. I managed to be ahead of him, and then I had a problem, what you call the paddle shift. It wouldn't change from third to fourth, so I had to, that allowed Stuart to get through. And then after that I drove it on the manual gear stick. And so it's not quite as quick in terms of the gear change, but I'll go into the handicap race now and use the old conventional sequential manual, and hope for the best.
How has the day been for you so far?
So far it has gone very well. Had a little unfortunate situation in the race 3. Due to ground wire falling off, we couldn't complete the last race of my group. But we still fell into the second. I still fell second in the group after all of the problems. But other than that, we got it rectified and went back in the handicap and finished off second to my brother here with the Lucas Zay sponsored Honda, which was a very exciting race.
So how has it been for you as well?
The day went extremely well. We've had 3 for 3 in the group, with last minute preparations on Saturday. After not being able to qualify, we were able to then put the car together and finish off what we had to do to come today and do a 3 for 3, and then finish it off with the icing on the cake with the handicap win. It was a fantastic day. The guys worked extremely well, hard throughout the last couple of weeks, family included. Everybody was together. It wouldn't be possible today without some help from the sponsors, as we are always grateful for. Glasesco and Lucas Zaid, NKM BioBeauty, and everyone who has come together, as it is, as you can see, brotherly talk here. It's a family-oriented thing. This is what motorsports is about.